So we open with the weekend trip and the heifers arriving with a showdown in the air. Whitney versus Taylor. Demi, however, is on Taylor's side because she's pissed about the fruity cereal. Oh, Demi has a surprise coming later. Is it something to embarrass Whitney? I hope we're going to embarrass Whitney. I'll see when I pee. If it's bright, then I did. So Demi get there and she let the girls know her man pissed that Whitney told about their passionate Fruity Pebbles. Michaela's ready for Whitney to get hers too, because the heifer ain't been self-aware for 2 years. So we have two groups of girls. The center with Taylor as the leader arrived first, and then we have the Saints with Whitney. Oh, and they all have little mom talk shirts. She brought them as a gift. Whitney did, and now all the girls get in the jacuzzi in the snow. Now that looks fun. I don't know, I mean, I've never been in a jacuzzi in the snow. I just was in my pool in the desert and kept that warm anyway. But yeah, it's really snowing. So we're showering with swimsuits together, flirting and about to be squirting. Jen's providing for her husband to go to medical school, but hold on. Ain't his pappy a surgeon? Ain't the pappy a surgeon? The pappy a surgeon. Why ain't the pappy paying? Let the pappy pay. I thought this was a patriarchy. The patriarchy pay. Since when do pussy be paying in a patriarchy? Jesse, however, is pissed that Zach, Jen's husband, uninvited them from the baby blessing. Honey, I don't want to go to your baby blessing. Let me go via Zoom. I'll send a message to the little squirt. I mean, the meatloaf ain't even gonna know if I'm in attendance. Why does it matter? Edit me in the photo. Oh, look at this bland dinner. Oh, God. Say a prayer for seasoning. I ain't even take a picture of that. You know what unseasoned chicken look like. They gotta look, it looks bland. It just looked bland. But we pray and dig in. Oh, God, we're doing it. I know I love you because circle. What? Oh, God, this is, I'm not watching the Babysitters Club. I don't mind that on the Babysitters Club, but not with you half-faced hating heifers. Two-faced hating heifers. I mean, I love how you're able to tell people exactly what you think. Some people would call that bitchy, but I love that about you. They might call that bitchy. Fucking. So after our little warm-up shade fest, now we've got our main shade event. Well, our first of our shady games. So she's brought a truth box, hoping for 100% honesty. Oh, God. If there's existing tension, let's work through. So we're gonna write questions on cards not knowing who said what, so just throwing accusations across the room. Why don't you just beat each other with a broom? Layla, if you could sleep with one of your friend's husbands, who would it be and why? Who'd you go Leslie Boo for? I honestly, y'all just need to go on and get it over with. I think, well, y'all have been swinging and thinging. Why don't you like Taylor? Are you just jealous of her clout? Whitney knows that one's right to her, and everybody's like, oh, God, the queen bees are a buzz. This is very much like Mean Girls. I should have been watching this on October 3rd. She said, I'm not jealous of the clout, but of the forgiveness that she got for her swinger drama. And she didn't get forgiveness for her RSV video. Well, see, everybody consented to swinging. Nobody consented to getting sick. Well, wait, honey. I think you talking about people forgiving Taylor online versus forgiving you online. The group ain't got control of that. Do I think you were using your child as a prop? No, I could totally understand as a mother. You were just doing a happy dance because you like, yes, we dancing, the oxygen levels are up, praise Jesus. That makes complete and utter sense. I get it. I get that. So you weren't. But you can't be mad at the group that them other people ain't forgiving you. What? I'm not jealous of Taylor's clout. If I don't like her, I feel like that's a different conversation for another time. Nobody asked. Just let me put that sting in there for you. Barb it up. It's so crazy to me that Whitney isn't honest with her feelings with Taylor about her jealousy because she's very open about it when Taylor is not around. Ah! Macy asked that question, that shit-stirring heifer. Taylor, would you leave Dakota if he slept with Jenna that night and lied to you? This is messy. She said, yep, I would leave him. He'd be dead to me. Did she? Demi, have you ever said that Jen is too Mormon? Okay, now we naming names. I never said she was too Mormon. It's just brought up a lot. Whitney said, well, you know, Demi's the one who told me that. Demi's like, now, heifer, when I told you she was too Mormon, you said, I totally understand and agree. Now Macy's like, I don't recall. Oh! Whitney says, go talk to Jen. Don't be that bitch. Don't tell the story and then say, don't talk to me. You're right here. Oh, these heifers is about it. Well, you rated yourself a 9 out of 10 on the Mormon scale, but I'm too Mormon for you. She said, well, look, I'm solid in who I am. I don't have to go around saying I am Mormon. You wear it like a badge of honor, and to me, it's kind of caggy. Why didn't you confront me first? You always do this with people, like calling Taylor white trash, Demi. Aha! The black girl's like, why is this heifer full on the laughing head from the Black Beauty Supply? Why? Whitney also told Jen Affleck that Demi called Taylor white trash. Taylor's like, well, when did you call me white trash? Demi said, well, let me explain where that was coming from. Because I said it. Let me explain it. She said one night you was drunk and flirty with my man. You was hopping from huzz to huzz with your buzz. She said, well, I'm a swinger, so shocker. She said, I thought it was a regular couples party and this is trashy. I didn't know it was a freak off. Taylor said, well, do you think it's trashy to take off your dress in front of my boyfriend? Trashy? To put your mic on? Dakota felt so uncomfortable. Dakota was getting his eye full. I don't think it's trashy because we were in a rush situation to get the mic on. I'm not the swinger here. I'm not trying to seduce other people's husbands. The situation matters. Whitney, who's your least favorite in the group and why? Well, I would say Demi because every time I say something, she says, no, you said this. Yeah, she holding you accountable. I can see why you don't like her. So Whitney pulls Macy aside and she's like, you were in the car with me. Why don't you remember that I said that? Demi apologizes to Taylor for calling her white trash. She said the resentment built up. I should have addressed it. Taylor said, that's fine, but I don't want to room with you no more, heifer. So it's the next day and we gonna try to get on the good foot. But Whitney and Taylor gonna go on and hash it out. Taylor says, so Whitney, you tell everybody how you feel. Why ain't it gotten back to me? She said, I didn't feel like I needed to. She said, well, I was trying to be friends with you, but you didn't try back, so it was tiresome. So I left your ass alone. However, downstairs, Demi's like, look, Whitney got an issue with herself. She just jealous of Taylor's popularity. Oh, Demi said the sick video was to get likes and clout. See, girl, and I thought you was just a happy mama seeing your baby heal. I was trying to go with your maternalistic instinct. But Demi said you wasn't shit, so I believe her. Oh, not after a ketamine session. Jesus. She said I might have her on camera. I don't want nobody taping me. I got you on tape admitting it. What kind of friend is that? So Demi goes upstairs to break up their little tete-a-tete because they like, Whitney gonna gaslight Taylor. So now Demi upstairs while Whitney's saying, well, when I told you about Connor, I didn't get 0 from you or really anyone. And Demi was like, I was there for you, heifer. I feel like Taylor doesn't care about me and I don't want to be around someone like that. And it's as simple as that. I don't expect you to work through it. Just leave it as it is. Basically, I ain't your friend and get out my group. I didn't care enough to say anything. Demi said, but you did to everyone else. You let everybody know, I'm not going to the christening. We know your game, heifer. You bring other people's stuff up like the Jen situation, which I told you not to say, but you ran and told that. Well, I did that and she can deal with it when she wants. But then why'd you tell her? She said, well, look, you gonna talk about Taylor behind her back, but then say you don't want to work on it to her face. So which is it? Well, I just said it to her face. Yeah, you told her just now, heifer, but you've been wearing her out behind her back for 2 years. Well, does that bother you? Yes, it bothers me. Well, I'm sorry. I don't think it was wrong. I don't regret telling Jen. Then you're a shitty friend. Then don't be friends with me. We're not. Well, you called Taylor white trash and you didn't tell her. Well, it wasn't your place to tell her either. So Whitney goes downstairs. And Demi's like, yeah, you just run away. Oh, now Whitney's crying in the laundry room. All the girls are like, yeah, Whitney be switching it up every 5 minutes. She's so different to us than with the other girls. Whitney, you ain't even crying in this damn closet. I don't see one damn tear. You just called out for your shit. Demi go in the room with her. She's like, I'm going to keep talking about you. If you want to talk about me, I'm going to talk about you in your face. No, she don't need no space. Where was she last night when she was shitting on me? When I was attacked and belittled by everyone. Now Demi going at Jen. I'm here for Demi. Check these heifers. Demi said, I'm not here for this minion fest. I feel like you don't even care about mom talk outside of posting. Just because I told Jen what you said, she told you to keep your fucking mouth shut. Follow instructions. Demi said, look, anybody else want to help me out? And Jen says, yeah, Whitney will hear information and get close with the person and spill it. I don't think it's fair that you can be that two-faced behind Taylor's back, but it's not okay for Demi to be upfront and real with you now. So Taylor says, see, Whitney, I don't think you don't want to be my friend. I think I just hurt you and I could be a friend to you here or there. And Whitney says she thinks Demi is two-faced because she told whoever how she feel about her, but now we gonna go to dinner because we got a reservation. So we get ready for dinner. Whitney's still crying. I don't want to be anyone's friend because Jesse said I just get close to you. Well, it's obvious. So we all get to this dinner and ain't nobody feeling it. Whitney leaves the table to cry in the pisser. Oh God, you dramatic heifer. Everything has to be all about you. All the girls are like, Whitney just needs to cry for a second. They taking pictures, living their lives. These captions, Whitney continues sniffling. So Whitney comes back with the cake and toilet paper on her shoe. The camera made sure to catch it. We blow out our candles and that was it. All right, what is it? 5 more to go.